morning world. Oh my goodness gracious. It's 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to work. I'm feeling a little nauseous for a multitude of reasons, I think. Excuse me. Ew. One time I burped quietly like that in a session with a 16-year-old, and she just goes, ew. And I'll never forget it. So anyway, I just woke up. I love this area of my neighborhood. It gives me good vibes. I think that people tend to judge my neighborhood for being quote unquote sketchy, but it is just like very nice and homey in a lot of ways. It reminds me of my hometown. That's what I'm getting at, and makes me feel happy. So anyways, I just woke up literally because I got home from work yesterday at 6:30-ish and ate some pretzels and some cut up fruit, which I should have eaten a meal. I'm gonna be upfront about that. That is not a meal. So I ate a snack. Don't compare your food intake to mine. I know that it's hard. That's easier said than done. But anyway, I ate a snack. We'll leave it at that. And I fell asleep at 7 p.m. and woke up like around 5:45, but did not get out of my bed until 7:45. If sleeping were an Olympic sport, I would take gold. I have always said that. This truck that's driving next to me is bugging me out. I've always said that ever since I was a barista in college, and I one time fell asleep at the espresso bar. And I lived like across the street from the coffee shop that I worked at, because that was really the only way I would ever show up for a 5:30 shift. And I would roll up still late, half asleep, etc., which is not awesome. I'm not playing light of that. But my manager at the time was really sweet and understanding. And he still comments on my Instagram sometimes. He was just a kind individual. Though annoyed with me, he was very kind about it. Other managers that I've had were not so kind to me for different reasons also. I think that it is understandable to be unkind if I'm late for my shift, but I digress. I can sleep like no other. I've always really felt jealous of people who say, and I feel like I am constantly hearing this from people, the idea that my body just wakes me up. Oh dear goodness. My body just wakes me up at, I don't know, 5 a.m., 8 a.m., 7 a.m. every single day, no matter what, and I can't sleep any more than that. And like, how freaking amazing is that? I think that people are often complaining about it because they still feel tired, they wake up, they don't know what to do with themselves. I'm like, if my body woke me up and I had time to do things other than sleep, I would feel like, I don't know. Again, the grass is always greener, but I feel like I would feel like $1 million. That would be so fun and cool. But instead, I am just quite literally the sleepiest person on planet Earth. My job does not help with that is for sure. Lately I've been working with a lot of under 3-year-olds, and I don't know, like if I go all out with these under 3s, it just is like incredibly draining. And if I do that over and over and over during the day, I do get to a point of exhaustion. And I don't think that the small children that I work with are the only contributing factor to that. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to preserve my health and sanity in the career field that I chose. And yeah, that is a tricky tricky topic. And I think that all careers in a capitalist system are similar in a lot of ways. The only difference with mine is the like chaos factor of working with small people, small humans, and also working in a field that is not taken very seriously. Like, there's a lot of effort that has to be put into having others buy in to what you're telling them. And I think that a level of discrepancy and skepticism with parents is a good thing, you know, and it's not the parents' fault. I feel like a lot of parent blaming happens in my field and also in pediatrics in general, and that just makes parents defensive, understandably, and that makes my job even freaking harder. So I try to shy away from parent blaming. I don't like to do that. I like to work with the parent instead of, you know, in a an authoritative role where I'm really telling them everything that they should be doing. And, you know, I have a level of expertise, and that's the reason why the parent is coming to see me. But what I always say to families who come and see me is that I'm not an expert on their individual child. There's no way I could be. That parent is 100% the expert. They've known this kid since they were born. And that sentiment is not really always shared. And that, you know, that comes from just established ideas of parents not doing the right thing and causing problems that you as the professional need to undo, etc., etc. Just like a culture of blaming and trying to be the correct one in a situation. And I might argue that there is no correct answer when it comes to a human child. I don't think you can make any solid conclusions with human children because they are not lab rats. So we gotta be flexible. We gotta have an open mind. We have to think not only flexibly but also critically. And that is just how we're gonna make the world a better place. I don't freaking know. Again, all this stuff that I'm doing is exhausting me. I'm tired to the bone. Like, I just I can feel the exhaustion in my bones, and that's what I was feeling yesterday, kind of from the start of the day, honestly, because I did my laundry. Yay. Except I stayed up until midnight doing that laundry and was so tired, and then slept for 12 hours. So fun. So much fun. But again, I'm trying to accept my experiences, be in the present moment. That's where talking to myself like this has been very helpful. And then, yeah, I see every supportive comment. I see every thumbs up. When people thumbs up my video, I really take that to heart. It means so much to me. So yeah, and I think that traditionally I have been so binary, honestly, in the way that I think of routines and getting things done, where I'm like, okay, I have to do XYZ within the 24 hours of a day. And so since Friday, I was in a pretty good routine of doing like a vlog, a video diary, if you will, doing a little bit of yoga, and was feeling really like good and confident about that. It did not happen yesterday, like I said. Literally slipped into a coma. I feel like that's kind of insensitive to say, because comas are serious business, but literally slipped into this extreme fatigue state, if you will, and didn't do anything besides survive the workday. But I'm trying to be kind to myself about that and not completely go on autopilot for the rest of the week, because I think that is contributing to feelings of exhaustion as well, where I'm just like numbing myself out completely, and by the time it gets to the weekend,
stay in the right 2 lanes,
hit like a brick with everything that I've been numb to during the week. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, thanks for listening. Pray for me that traffic improves as I rush to work to go work with a small child. I hope you have a great day. Hang in there.